part 3 of episode 20 of Smack Talk, and we're talking about the Rock concert and Cena rap. First off, the Cena rap. I actually kind of liked these segments a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna make fun of them still because that's what I do, but I was surprised. I thought that the Cena thing went over pretty well considering how much I wanted to boo him. But he had some good lines that he threw in there, and I mean, it's one of those things where. Uh, I guess that was like the best that they could do when it comes to Cena just rapping again because we've already seen him rap for all that time, and people kind of go nuts when he does it again because he hasn't done it in a while. But
10 years.
well, no, he's rapped here and there, maybe like once a year he raps something, and it's good to do something different every once in a while. But I thought he had some pretty good lines out there, so I was okay with it. What do you guys think?
I got nostalgic and was like, I've used that word a lot tonight. Um, it was really, it was a tearjerker. I laughed, I cried, and then I went to the bathroom.
We didn't want to know what kind of a jerk went having in there or what. That's Mike's cue.
Yeah,
He's
I don't know.
tugonomics.
It was one of those things where I liked old Cena. That that was pretty good, and I feel he should have taken this route ages ago. No, he did pretty good. It was a solid promo. It didn't take too long, and it didn't take up too much of the show, which the same couldn't be said for the fucking Rock.
Oh, God.
And again, he was the Rock was trying this whole diss contest on Cena, but yet he read most of his lyrics off the fucking Titantron. So, and was playing the same fucking chord. So,
But at least they weren't on his wrist.
oh yes, it was on his knob instead. Uh,
Bad words you can throw into one song.
yeah, and then going on about how he made Cena's mom not being able to walk and all that shit. It was just like, okay, you're going for a low blow. You're just trying your best to make sure that everybody understands that you raped Cena's mom. It was brilliant, but it was mostly The Rock still went, the whole love me, don't like Cena. He's a poo poo head, whereas Cena actually sounded more coherent this time. So
He's a dookie in the toilet.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I much preferred the rap because for a second I thought we like time traveled back to 2003. He's like dressed up completely like old school Cena. He had the throwback jersey and everything. It's like, what am I watching? But
Carlito comes out and attacks him.
yeah, knocks him out with a chain. But
And then pretends to stab him in the nightclub.
I thought what
That's not
John
cool.
did was a lot better than the Rocks anyway. I mean, if Rocks didn't drag out for 15 minutes and it was
Oh
just like
God.
one short
Yeah.
concert, I've been fine with it. But Cena's was more effective because he got a lot more done in less time. I think would
Yeah,
probably be the best way to put it. And it was a good way to open the show. I mean, it got the crowd into it. So
he got
I
in,
preferred the rap.
said his stuff, and got out. Exactly how Braden said it. Got in, got out. The Rock got in there, took up as much of the time as he possibly could, dragged it out as much as he could, and it
Talked
was
about
just
how he
like,
kept getting it in.
do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It just dragged.
Cena
again-
got over more being a heel than he ever has being a face.
Exactly.
Now, I agree completely with what Braden just said about it. If it wouldn't have dragged on as long, it probably would have been
Or came
At
off
least-
a lot better. Yeah.
at least equal or possibly even better than the Cena one. Because he had some good stuff in there. But then again, at the same time, it is just the same kind of stuff. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like the sort of locker room talk where somebody doesn't have an argument against something, so they just say that it's gay, as if that's automatically like a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of
Also,
stuff
I
to me.
fucked your mom. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, the whole well that's not what your mother said last night. Ooh, okay, well my argument's still fucking right.
Yeah.
Like, so it's if this was one of those things where I was a member of WWE staff and I was like one of the boys in the back, as they say, I'm sure I would be completely pro Cena. Uh, Out of the two, who do I find the most interesting to watch in the ring? Has to be The Rock. I mean, I'm rooting for Cena to win this whole feud, not only because I think it makes the most sense, but because I don't really want to see The Rock win and then nothing happen out of it. But at the same time, I'm rooting for Cena to win and for WWE not to think Cena won, we can just go back to doing the same shit. I want them. It's kind of like everything's long answer yes with a but, and short answer no with an if, kind of a thing. If WWE has a good plan for this and they don't lie to themselves with the Cena feud, then I'm okay with Cena just, you know, going out of this full steam and getting a big push and everything like that. But if they look at things like the reaction that Cena got from this promo and they think, oh, now Cena's completely over, let's just push him down our fucking throats again, then this whole thing's been pointless. So I think it all kind of depends on that.
Well, the only reason he was as over as he was on Monday was because he went back to the gimmick that originally made him a megastar in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the crowd only turned on him when they basically Hoganized him. And since they went back to what made him popular to begin with for one night, the crowd kind of popped for it, but they know it's not going to last. They know next week he's just going to be regular, rise above hate, standard shtick Cena. And that's how it has been. As you said, there's got to be some sort of big long-term payoff after a year's worth of build-up. I mean, if Cena just wins and then that's it, and that's the whole feud, and things go back to the status quo, nothing's achieved. If The Rock wins and heads back off to Hollywood, then nothing's achieved. And well, that year-long worth of build-up, what did it build to, other than just one man winning? So definitely a good point there. There should be some sort of, twist or build up or something big that they're planning, or else it kind of seems like this whole year's worth of stuff has all been for nothing.
But what we were talking about before we went live with this is how funny it would be if, because it's on April 1st, the whole build up for this, a year and a half's worth of storylines just to turn into a big April Fool's joke, and The Rock and Cena are just best friends in the fucking ring, and all they do is sing a song together about, like, Dace's suggestion, you've got a friend in me. I would laugh my ass off. I would like that even better than Cena just winning and going back to that, because at the very least, it would be a great fucking troll moment.
While, as I said, while the entire stadium throws, like, debris and food at the ring and at them.
As I've always said, for me, this whole situation's proven one thing. When booking something like Cena versus The Rock, they really, really need to get their fingers out of their ass in the way that they've done it. They've attempted to have both of these guys play towards the crowd, going, oh, vote for me, vote for me. At the moment, this Monday, Cena stopped doing that and just went out there, said a short but sweet rap on The Rock, walked away, didn't say anything else.
And we didn't see him for the rest of the night, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
that was brilliant, because that's how you get someone over. That, you go in there, they promote their match, they fuck off. You don't need them the whole night. Oh, I'm wrestling this guy. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Oh, their mum's this. Oh, their dad's that. And it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Just let someone else go in there and build their match, and just don't turn up. I don't want to see your ugly mug again until next week.
So final thoughts. Final thoughts on the whole idea of them doing the music together.
It came off a lot better than it was going to. It came off a lot better, despite The Rock hogging the spotlight.
Rock's dragged on a bit too long. I still thought it was thoroughly enjoyable, and I enjoyed the Cena's rap more because it was more effective, in my opinion. But hey, they both probably came off a lot better than we all predicted them to be. So there's a plus for that.
Dace?
Fuck The Rock.
Noticeably absent.
You have just been added to the shit list with the Warrior and that big dick lip toward Lillian Garcia.
Tell us how you really feel.
I also like lollipops and sunshine, but not The Rock. Fuck The Rock.
So yeah, I got to agree. I mean, The Rock's did drag on. He had a couple good lines here, but a lot of it was just the same old repetitive crap, which we always rag on Cena for. So that kind of becomes counterproductive. Cena's was overall more effective. I'm still not rooting for him to just go back to normal, and if he does, then all of that's completely in vain. And I'm sure that next week they're going to have a big segment about something that we'll end up talking about on Smack Talk because not a whole lot's going on week to week until when it comes to WrestleMania time, and then we're going to talk a shitload about that. But now we unfortunately have to go into TNA talk. So
The show's been great, guys. I love doing it. Have a great night. Peace out. Yeah, TNA sucks.
So check out part 4 with TNA Victory Road 2012 predictions.